There's live. Okay.
The six, where the vibe don't miss. The six.
Hey, meet us at the six, y'all.
Go on 10, vibe on stilts, bass
Hey,
on power,
hey.
turn up rich. They already know this is the six. Hair done, talk slick, energy bold, moves hit quick. You can't fake this kind of mix. Big step, big
Come
leg, big stage,
on
all
in
six.
the room.
Now this is called the six pull up. Tap, tap.
What's up, everybody? It's Behind the Six with Kelly and Sharonda. You can hear our theme song in the background.
Head nod to stop.
Y'all, I couldn't even talk because I'm loving the six. I'm loving the beat. I'm loving what Kelly has done. I'm excited. You know what we're talking about? We're talking about the Speaking Industry Expo. We want you guys to meet us November the 3rd, 4th, and 5th at the six. You get to meet the speaker mogul herself, Kelly Sharonda, and then I'll be there myself, RN, also known as the Mother of the Sun. We are talking about speaking. We're talking about being experts in your field, getting your voice out there, and getting paid with that cash flow. We want you to meet us at the six, right? So today, we want to talk about AI. So what is AI? AI
All right, let me pause the music because it's got to get busy.
All right. There we go. So AI is going to be our topic today, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Kelly.
What's up, everybody? What's up? This is Behind the Six with Kelly and Sharonda. So if you don't know, if you're new to us, the six is the Speaking Industry Expo, which is happening in Atlanta, November 3rd through the 5th. Let me get my mic over here. November 3rd through the 5th. If you are a speaker, trainer, coach, or consultant, or you are thinking of becoming one, and you want to know how to position, package, and profit from your expertise, then you need to be in the room, because I know it's a lot of you out here with these receipts and credentials and results and expertise, and people are out here playing in your face, and they're underpaying you or not paying you. And even worse, you're just undercharging because you don't know what you're supposed to be doing out in these streets. So go to speakingindustryexpo.com. Meet us in Atlanta, November 3rd through the 5th. And for those of you who are quick on the trigger, like if you are really quick, you can get right now, thanks to our sponsors, we have some sponsored tickets that are covered at 50%. And we're not talking about just any ticket. They are covering the mogul ticket, Sharonda, the mogul ticket. So you get your mogul ticket, which is right now $950. You get it for $475. All 3 days, hanging out with us, being in the room and getting the entire premier experience with your mogul ticket for $475. But we only have a few of those tickets, so go grab it now before they are gone. So,
and where they get their tickets, Kelly?
SpeakingIndustryExpo.com/registration. I should put the /registration on here. Let me go do that. Let me do that. Okay. And today, Sharonda, we are going to be talking about AI.
Yes.
Right. We're going to talk about AI because one of the things that I know is that it's not going anywhere, right? Long time ago, like when I'm going to age myself, but when I was a little girl and I used to watch the Jetsons, we used to think that was so far-fetched. Like there's no way that that's going to happen. You know, they're just not going to, we're not going to see that in our lifetime. And lo and behold, we have seen a lot of the things, right, happening in our lifetime. And one of the things that we have the opportunity right now to do is really get in on the ground floor of what's happening with AI and use that to level up. And when I think about experts, when I think about women experts, when I think about women who want to use everything that's in their brain to go out there and make a living as a speaker, a trainer, a coach, or a consultant, if you're not using AI, you're like behind the 8 ball on this thing. Like you have got to use it. And I know some people are totally just terrified of anything to do with tech, right? I was a lawyer. I didn't do nothing with tech, and you can learn it. There's people who want to learn it, but then you have these folks out here, especially on social media, who like to tell you, right? They are the AI police, and they want you to feel bad if you use, Chat GPT or use Claude or use Perplexity or use any of those things. They're really like up in arms and wanting you to feel bad if you use those things. You need to ignore those folks. They trying to hold you back, right? So we need to make sure that we're leveled up. And if you ever work with me, if you ever have anything to do with me, I'm always going to learn some stuff. And if I learn it, I'm going to teach it to you. And that's what we're going to be doing at the 6. So we want to give you a little behind the scenes about a day 2 of the 6, which is our business incubator. So Sharonda is going to be asking me a bunch of questions that I can share with you. But let me just tell you, the business incubator is not like any other conference where you go and you have these, breakout sessions or whatever. The incubator is one day you get everything. Whoever is in the room, you get all the training in that one room. And it's not a place for you to come and take notes. We're going to actually do some work. So Sharonda and I are going to be talking about that. So let me know. Let us know if you're watching on social media, anywhere, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you are. If you have any questions, let us know what questions you have about the 6, about the Speaking Industry Expo. So Speaking Industry Expo, it's AKA the 6. We call it the 6 for short. But if you have any questions about the event at all and why you should be in the room, then let us know. And if you know somebody who should be watching this or somebody who should be in the room, you need to tag them. Tag 3 people, tag 5 people, and tell them to come on in the room. But I'm going to turn it over to Sharonda because we were talking about AI and what I've been doing behind the scenes and building. And she was like, oh, the people need to know this, but they need to know it in a way that they understand the power of what you're doing. So I'm going to turn it over.
Yes.
All to you, Sharonda.
All right. Well, thank you, Kelly. Kelly did talk about the importance of understanding our artificial intelligence, and we understand some of the hesitation when it comes to using AI. What we don't want is for you to be left behind. We want you to use the resources that are there for you. We want to make sure you understand how to use it and let you see how Kelly uses it. I'm excited about how the 6 is getting ready to use artificial intelligence. And this helps you get forward, right? This helps you move yourself personally and professionally forward. Do things have regulations? Should they have regulations? By all means, right? Be careful on how you use things. Yeah. Don't put all your personal information into things that people can use against you, or you just don't want anybody to have. Use good sense, but don't get left behind. And that's what I'm excited about. So, Kelly, yes. I want to talk about what we just talked about, what we're getting ready to do, and what our audience is getting ready to experience at the 6 when it comes to artificial intelligence. Please give us more on what we're going to experience.
All right. So one of the things that I know as a solopreneur is that we have so many things to do. So one of the concepts that I'll be teaching at the 6 is the whole idea about CEO versus talent. If you worked with me, if you've been on some of my workshops or master classes, you've heard me talk about this. But the idea is that so many of us as experts are used to just being talent on stage, right? But there's so many other roles that we have. We have to be the CEO, we have to be the marketer, we have to be the salesperson, we have to be all of these things. We sometimes have to be our own sounding boards. And that could get old and it can get us nowhere. And so when I was thinking about building the 6 and how I wanted it to be really interactive and I wanted people to be able to implement what they were learning, like on site, I was like, oh, I love AI. I'm always playing with AI. I'm always like, trying to figure out what the latest and greatest is. And so I decided to take what I know and build AI tools that can help, right? So I said, as a solopreneur, we don't have teams. Many of you don't have the money to get a team, right? People always say, oh, I got these teams. And you're like, I ain't got no team. My team is me. I get it. Right. And so what I'm doing at the 6 is I'm going to be introducing my AI team, and I am going to lend you, give you access to my AI team to show you what is possible, right? When you leverage the resources that you have available to you. And so they're going to meet our AI team.
So let's make sure I get this right. So
Mhm.
for the people that's listening, right?
Yeah.
So you're saying you put your brain, you downloaded your brain into some of these AI tools. And so
Yes.
what they're getting, everybody's going to get their own version of Kelly, just depending on what they need via AI.
Yes.
So,
Go
okay.
ahead. No, go
No,
ahead.
I just wanted just to make sure that the people understand that there are things that they need to learn. You know what they need to know, being who you are, the
Mhm.
speaker mogul, right? And so they don't know what they don't know, right? And so you've built a team of individuals that can support them. Everybody that may not need the whole gamut,
Right.
and maybe they do.
Right.
But if marketing is something that they need to focus on, and you have someone for them, is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Okay.
So the business incubator is set up as different labs, right? So we have 4 different labs, implementation labs. So the first one is positioning and messaging. So
Mhm.
with that lab, what we're going to do is I've built a team member that will help you with understanding how, like, help you walk you through. So they are built based on my frameworks. They're built on my expertise, my experience, my know-how, my knowledge. So yes, to your point, Sharonda, they're getting access to my brain because I have trained the AI to think like me, to walk them through my intellectual property, right? Through
Mhm.
all of my
Mhm.
frameworks, my strategies. So I've built that into these AI tools. So when we're talking about positioning and messaging and trying to figure out like who you are and who your clients are and what the problems and how you solve them, and being able to put that into messaging that will convert, messaging that you can go out and feel comfortable and confident and clear about. There will be a tool. I haven't built that team member yet. So she'll be built and she'll help you to develop that messaging. And what you have to understand that all the team members that you'll have access to and that I have built, they will give you reports. So it's not just that you're going to be putting in information and then, when you use Chat GPT, it gives you a lot of information, right? And then you got to go take that and you got to figure out like how to put it all together. No, all of these are built as analysts, as strategists, and as advisors. So it's built so that the input that you give, it does all of those different things, and then it gives you an output that you can actually implement, right? So it's not that you're just going to get a bunch of information. So we have the positioning and messaging lab. We have our marketing and visibility lab. In that lab, they're going to get access to Remixi. Remixi is a content repurposing partner. So what Remixi is going to help them to do is take one piece of content. So what will when you get your ticket and we start like sending out information in just a couple of weeks, what I'm going to have you do is create a piece of content that you bring with you, right? And then we're going to use Remixi to help you repurpose that content into any number of pieces of content in just a few minutes. So a lot of this is about showing you how to save time and energy and resources. We're going to have our sales and conversion lab. So we're going to have an infrastructure and systems lab, which is going to be taught by our by our presenting sponsor, Go High Level. And I haven't figured out what they're going to do yet with that. But in our sales and conversion lab, then this is where we're going to be talking about pricing and offers. The question I get asked all the time, Sharonda, is how do I get paid? How do I find paid speaking engagements? All the things, right? And we don't know, people don't know how to set their pricing. So they're going to meet the 2 team members that they will meet in the sales and conversion lab are Aaliyah. Well, they'll meet 3. Actually, they're going to meet 3 team members. So they'll meet Aaliyah. So Aaliyah is the authority price model consultant, and Aaliyah is going to help you develop your pricing. What is that? What do you think about that?
I think that's
right? So she's going to help you develop your pricing, and not just any pricing, right? Because we know that in the speaking industry, pricing is made up. So but this is going to be market validated pricing. They're also going to meet Octavia. So Octavia and Aaliyah work together. They're going to meet Octavia. So when Aaliyah gives information, then Octavia is going to take that information, and Octavia is your offer design consultant. Octavia is going to help you build out all of your offers. And again,
I can't wait to hang out with Octavia so I get these offers right.
Right. And what I want you to understand is like, they're not just spitting out random information, right? It's not just like, oh, it's based on your data. So these are all customized.
Yeah.
Right. I've built it based on my brain, my data. And then when you input your data, you're going to get, just like you were talking to me, you're going to get that assistance with then getting that. And then the third one that they'll meet is Sonia, who is the sales strategist and coach. And Sonia is going to be, and she's designed to be interactive so that you can practice like pitching, you can practice your, sales conversation. So it's going to be really interactive and just amazing. Like nobody's doing this.
So if I want to sell my book,
yes,
I can run it by who?
By Sonia.
By Sonia.
And well, it depends. Like if you want to know how to price it and package it,
Yeah.
Mix and match.
That's exciting. Hey, so let me ask you this, Kelly. Yeah. If you go somewhere where somebody's teaching you this type stuff, right? Like to even teach you how to put an offer together, come up with your packet and all of that stuff. What would that cost someone on an average? Do you know?
Listen, I don't even, if they had to go to somebody to teach them all of these different things. Oh, well, you're at least talking at least multiple 5 figures, right? If you're going to somebody who really knows what they're talking about and to be in their program, it's going to cost you multiple 5 figures, right? Yeah. But and they'll have access to it at the 6. And then one of the things that I am thinking about is building this team and then having the team so you could lease the team, right? You can have access to the team later.
This is like the beauty. Sorry for cutting you off, Kelly, but
no, that's okay.
I'm being moved like in church. You know how to spirit move. But what I'm trying to say is like, y'all, this the reason you want to be in the room, because I'm excited about today. Like my brain, like nobody's told me about, I see the AI teams, right? They talk about these small things, but they talking about AI apps and these type of things like on Instagram or whatever. But when you get in these rooms and you get with people like Kelly, right? Like I have these grandiose ideas and then I will say it amongst a certain group of people who don't think like me. And I sound crazy. I sound like a scene from the Jetsons or something like that. Like, what is Sean even talking about? And so when I get in the room with people like Kelly, I just get excited because this morning I didn't wake up thinking about no AI teams. What I did do last night though is I went to sleep a little overwhelmed about all the things that I have to do. And then what I find is some things I can't let go because I feel like, first, I feel like I'm the expert. I know I have to work on that and let some things go. But what I love about this changed the game, because what you just taught me, it's not, what you're bringing to us. I'm excited about that. Don't get it wrong, Kelly. It's what you're bringing to us at the event on the 6th. I'm excited about that. But bigger than that, you made my brain go somewhere else, right? How do I run emergency departments and have a hard time spreading myself out. So that, and my goal is to keep patients alive and safe, right? And somebody asking me, Sharonda, how can you put your brain on steroids? How can you download your brain? And then to hear you talk this morning and for you to teach us the small things like that, that's major winning. That changes your game. And it makes me I'm going to step my game up. It's obviously like, that's what happens when I'm in the room with you. And so what's my point? My point is that's going to be the power of the 6. Just brainstorming, just energy sharing, just frequency sharing, just what is Kelly talking about? Like, and then we get to hear it from all of these different perspectives.
Yeah. Here's my question. Hear it, and not only hear it, but experience it, right? So I built it.
But now we're getting ready to experience it. Now here's the question. And I challenge anybody out there, let us know. And Kelly, I'm asking you, do you know anybody out there introducing AI teams?
I know people who are introducing AI teams, right? They have different things, but the thing is, even if they had an AI team, right?
Mhm.
They won't have an AI team like this.
They
One, because
won't.
there's nobody building AI teams like this for experts.
Mhm.
And specifically, even if they were to do that, this specific AI team is built it's built on my intellectual property. It's built on the strategies and things that I teach and that I know. And so nobody will be it's not like everybody's going to have, everybody can listen. AI is out there and people can build teams and people can do all the things. So I'm not saying nobody has an AI team. What I'm saying is that nobody has an AI team like this. Nobody has an
Right.
AI team that is built specifically with these experts in mind and the journey that I'm trying to take them on and really understanding their true value. Because what you know that, like, for me, all of this has come as out of my desire to ensure that women's value is not erased. And the women that I work with, the women who will be at the event, are highly accomplished women, right? So some of them may still be in corporate and thinking like, there's more. There is so much more. And
Mhm.
but I just don't know where to start. I don't know how to take what I know now and turn that into money as an entrepreneur. There's
Right.
those who are already entrepreneurs and they know they have all the things, the degrees, the credentials, but they're still out here and people are not paying them and they don't even know what to charge. And so while people are always asking me like, how do I get highly paid speaking engagements or paid speaking engagements? That question, while valid, is in the wrong place, right?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
you don't get there unless you have these other things in place. And that's why I focus on positioning, packaging, pricing, because those are the things you need to be able to then go out and get these types of engagements. So I also realize that it takes a lot of, you've worked with me, it takes a lot of time and energy, right, for me to do that with a whole bunch of people and or to do it one at a time. So for me, I'm like, oh, but there's AI and I can clone myself. And
Mm.
so obviously, working with me as a human, right, is a whole different level, and I'll still have those opportunities. But there's also people who may not, have that opportunity, and I want to make it available. I want to democratize the access to my brain. And so that's why I'm using AI. And I want to teach other people that that's what you can do, right?
Mhm.
You don't have to be afraid of it. And to your point at the beginning, yes, we have to be ethical and we have to make sure that people, know like you're using AI and it's not really me talking to you, but it is me talking to you because it's
Mhm.
built on the things that I know.
Mhm.
So I'm excited about the fact
That's
that people get to meet the team
exciting.
and what they'll get out of it.
That's exciting, Kelly. That's
At least,
advanced. That's
at least,
advanced.
yeah,
An
yeah,
advanced program. I just want you to know.
yeah. So and that's the idea, right? So that the six is
Yeah.
not just another conference. It's not just,
Yeah.
oh, here's another. And the other thing I was thinking about today too, I was thinking about the fact that, listen, I'm not a rah-rah person, right? So I'm not gonna be yelling at you. I'm not gonna be, now I might snatch your edges, but
I need my edges.
right. And I'm not gonna like, there's not gonna be a million people on the stage teaching you. There's not gonna be that. Yes, we're gonna have some different people, but there's not gonna be a million people. But what I want people to know is that when they come to the six, and Sharonda, you could speak to this because you've worked with me,
Mhm.
but when they come to the six, that they are gonna get their life, right?
Yes.
They will leave
Yes.
a changed person. They will leave,
Yes.
their mind will be blown in some capacity. Their perspective will be shifted, their belief will be shifted, their confidence will be raised in some capacity. And
Mhm.
that is what I'm here for. I'm not here to like just gas you up and then you leave and you're like, oh, well, how am I supposed to, what did I learn? Oh, that was cool, but no, we ain't doing that.
No, you said so the next thing is no, right? Because they're 30 days before the event. they're going to be getting that experience, right?
At least, yeah, because I might open it up before, but at least 30 days before they'll get the
Yes,
community.
yes. Oh, that's exciting. I'm so excited. We got more stuff to learn. Oh my God. The brain. The
Yeah.
brain. So that's
Yeah.
the thing, the challenge. That's exciting.
But that's it. Like, I just want people to know that they're coming into an experience. They're coming into a space that I am like being very intentional about and strategic about and taking like to the next level. It's not just come here. No, we are going to leverage what is out there in the world that is making people faster, better, more efficient, more productive, less stressed, right? More confident. So it's all of those things. And I want to make sure that we're able to do that and introduce you to those things so that you know what's out there, so that you're not the person who's like, oh, I didn't know about that. I didn't even know they had that. Right.
Yeah.
No, we want to make sure that you know what's out there, how you can leverage it the right way. And use it to really move your business forward, whether it's you by yourself or you and the team, a W-2 team or 1099 team, whatever it is, or a combination of it. It's really about helping you to position, package, and profit off that expertise, honey. That's what we're going to be doing at the 6. So you need to grab your ticket because, again, at the beginning, we said that we have a few sponsored tickets. We have a few sponsored tickets that are covered at 50%, and those are our mogul tickets. So that's the highest level ticket that we have. So right now, those tickets are $475, which is even less than the 2-day ticket at this moment. But we only have a few of them because then the mogul ticket actually, so you actually get to spend time with me on November 3rd in a small group, be able to ask me questions directly. We'll still have Q&A throughout the event, but this will be in a small room, curated so that you can have like real face-to-face direct access to me and my brain. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So November, when is it, Sharonda? When is it?
November 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Meet us at the 6th. Yes.
Meet us at the 6th in Atlanta. Go to speakingindustryexpo.com. It's XPO if you're listening, speakingindustryexpo.com /registration to grab your ticket. We cannot wait to see you there. If you're watching this on replay and you have any questions or comments, drop them because we will respond. If you know anybody who needs to be in the room, make sure that you share this with them, share it with the people. Don't keep this to yourself. And if you know that, using your expertise, thanks, Lorena. If you know that using your expertise to make money is what you want to do, what you are thinking about doing, then the only place that you're going to really learn how to do that, how to turn that corporate expertise into an entrepreneurial enterprise is at the 6th, November 3rd, 4th, and 5th in Atlanta, speakingindustryexpo.com /registration. Come meet the AI team, come meet Sharonda, come meet me, come meet all the other amazing people who will be in the room. Thanks to our sponsors, Go High Level, Verizon Business, Winter Law Academy, the Immigration Annex, the Captivate, Deani Winter Fundy. Thank you for seeing the vision. Y'all, come on, get your ticket.
Play the song on our way.
Let's play the song as we leave. As we leave, we are gonna play the song. Let's see.
Play the song, y'all. Listen to the song as we head out.
Let me see if it'll. Shall we find it? Okay, because I don't know where it's gonna start from. Let me see if it starts from the beginning. It may just start from where we left off, but that's okay. This is our theme song, and actually,
we got a theme song. We got theme music.
We got theme music, and guess what? It's called "Pull Up." So you need to pull up to the 6th. Pull up to the 6th. So here we go.
Do it again. Tap, tap, roll and drop. Tap, tap, roll and drop. Turn it out. Pull and pop. Step and glide. Pose and lock. Clap, clap. Head, nod, and stop. Tap, tap, roll and drop. Turn it out. Pull and pop. Step and glide. Pose and lock. Clap, clap. Head, nod, and stop.
Hey, y'all gotta meet us at 6.
Meet us at the 6, y'all.
The six, the six, the six, the six. We outside, outside. Now ride, now ride. The six, the six, the six, the six. We outside, outside. Now ride, now ride. Tap, tap, roll and drop.
I love it,
turn
Kelly.
out. Pull and pop, step and glide, pose and lock, clap, clap. Head nod to stop.
Hey, meet us at 6. Hey.
Hey, girl, you've been putting all your comments in private comments. Ain't nobody seen them comments.
Huh? What you say?
All your comments been in the private chat.
Look at me.
Oh, let me
I'm
put the
learning.
link before we leave.
I can't believe that. But you know what? I see now. I ain't got my glasses on. I was trying to be cute.
That's right. The 6,
see if I can
we
throw all this.
outside. So there it goes. All right, we're gonna stop the music. But
Yeah,
yeah.
because I love that song. All right. So,
All right.
good stuff.
So we'll see you next Wednesday behind the 6 with Kelly and Sharonda. So meet us here. But next time, we need to know that you're already going to be in the room, right? So it's not that we're telling you to get your tickets. You will have already gotten your tickets. So
Please.
you can go ahead, Sharonda.
Come on, y'all. I'm just saying, get your tickets and let's move forward. That's all.
Pull up.
Pull up.
Bye, y'all.